Alright, so I've been playing Bayonetta for about 10 years now. Of course, I'm not very good at it, but I have beaten it on the highest difficulty a couple of times, so I guess I'm not completely terrible either. Let's see, first the costume. Gonna go with yeah, I'll go with the dark just because it's kind of cool. I might just change the costume every chapter. I at least want to change the weapons loadout, so I'll have to do that after the level starts though. And I'm definitely gonna be skipping a lot of the cutscenes just because, you know, there's not, like, some of them are good, but for the most part, like, just really long. Like this one is, yeah, it serves as like an opening credits thing and establishes the whole theme of the game in a way, but it's just it's got a lot going on, so I'm just gonna skip it, get to the gameplay. I'm not gonna do the Matthew Mitosis thing and record a bunch of takes until I get it perfectly right, because that's really time consuming. See, I'm getting hit there, so I gotta shake off the rust a little bit. But I am gonna try to play reasonably well. One thing you might notice if you're familiar with Bayonetta is that I'm never gonna be in witch time, because this is one of those cool games where as you increase the difficulty, they actually change the parameters of the game to make it more challenging and rewarding to play. So in the highest difficulty, one of the main gimmicks of Bayonetta, which is witch time, where as you dodge an attack, you go into this like bullet time animation. They actually completely remove that mechanic, so you never get that time dilation. You're constantly playing in real time, even when you get a successful dodge like that one. So you just gotta constantly be on your toes, not get hit like I keep getting hit. And these enemies, that's another change with the higher difficulties in this game, is that you'll fight enemies long before they would normally get introduced. So like the entire nature of the fights that you have are different. Like, you have to plan for them a little differently, especially if you want a good score. Let's see, in the arm slot, right now I have the Bazillions, which are these like laser guns, which are pretty cool. In the leg slot, I have shotguns, which are also cool. Like, when you jump off of an enemy with the shotguns equipped, you actually pull the trigger a couple times, which is kind of neat. Let me demonstrate that real quick. See that? It's just so rude. I didn't mean to do that. So the trick with this first level is to try to rack up a bunch of magic points. You can see that those pearls at the bottom of the screen is the magic meter. When I fill the meter, I gain a bigger orb, and that bigger orb I can exchange for a torture attack, which is what that prompt at the top of the screen is for. But I don't actually want to do it because the next part of this first chapter is crap. Essentially, I need to do 3 torture attacks, so if I can just stock up the meter that I need, which I didn't, I could just kind of get it done really quickly. So I screwed up, I got hit way too many times, and now I'm only going to be able to do 2 of those torture attacks. And you'll see in a moment why that's a problem. Of course, I start off the stage by getting hit, which is also not great, but we'll get through it. 1. That's 2, but now I need to build a whole meter against these pretty annoying, pretty strong enemies without the benefit of witch time like I'd normally have in this situation. Now, at this point, I'm just trying not to die, because if I do, I'm pretty sure I would lose all the mana that I had from the previous verse. So I'm kind of... Oh, there it is. I didn't even notice. Just trying too hard not to get killed. And I'll let this cutscene play out just because it's kind of cool. At least this first part. What I really like is how they're wearing matching outfits in this scene. Yes, yes, flashback sequence. We'll skip this too, it's just dialogue. Yeah, that is the, well, technically second. I guess it's a prologue chapter, Bayonetta. I could have done better, but I'm rusty. We'll see how it goes over the course of the series. So yeah, I won't update my score. One thing I'm not going to do is try to get all of the extra battles, the Alfheim portals, because they can be a real pain, and I'm just not trying to go through that right now. I also think I'm going to go ahead and skip the little mini games like this one. I'm just kind of doing just because I started it, but I'll skip the Afterburner and the Hang On mini games. Well, not Afterburner, Space Harrier. Just because I feel like those are in the game to kind of break up the monotony, but I don't think it's monotonous. It's very engaging, especially at the higher difficulties. But yeah, I'll just snip this episode here, and can tune in next time for Chapter 1.